Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we have a bind and fly quad from China, and lately I've been very hesitant of getting them because some of them, I don't know, they just don't really excite me. Everything is just the same, and it seems like some of the companies are just getting rid of their old stock and creating this really crappy, BNF quads that come with VTX not working, falling out of the sky. I've had two, and I'm gonna be making the update videos on those. And even some with just bad bearings out of the box, which is just terrible. It's crap, really. However, this one is a little bit of a different story. Now, it takes a lot for a bind and fly to really take my attention, and this is one of them. And when I received it, it does not disappoint. I haven't flown it yet. I have not flown it yet. This is just an overview and just to talk about some of the components here and why this has the potential to be the best bind and fly and even better than a custom build. Why would you say something like that? Well, let's get started. One thing, it's using premium components. That's one thing. Well, what do you mean by premium components? Well, let's take a look at this. It's using Airbot Typhoon 32 ESCs, the V1, the ones that I've been testing like crazy, and I did check the capacitor array, and it is basically like a Tigo 32 in here. Out of the box, D-Shot 1200, the best 4-in-1 ESC with ESC telemetry. That's one awesome thing. What's the second awesome thing? Now, this is awesome for some and not awesome for others, basically. It's using an F4 processor. It's using an F4 flight controller. But the F4 flight controller has an ICM gyro, which is the super sensitive gyro, which if you get it just right, it will fly absolutely gorgeous. Now, is it tuned? I have no idea. Have I flown it? Nope. But in theory, it's looking great. So, it's using the best 4-in-1 ESC with a super sensitive gyro. It's rocking an F4 flight controller with ESC telemetry, but ESC telemetry is really useless. I really don't even care about it anymore. Now, for VTX, it's a selectable, I believe 25, it even has pit mode, up to 25 milliwatts to 800 milliwatts. So you get some pretty damn long range, and it has a microphone, if someone really care. I don't care about that. But it looks, the VTX here seems to be a rebranded AKK VTX. Now, I could be totally wrong, but it really goes with the same design principles and the same design concept as AKK would do. Now, AKK is the manufacturer, and there's a lot of controversy back then that went with them supposedly copying other companies, even though they were doing it for the other company, but then decided to use it for themselves. It's the manufacturer, and it's a risk you have to take when you're going to a manufacturer from China. So that's something there. So this seems like it's an AKK rebranded VTX, which could be awesome. Usually AKK is pretty awesome here. Camera, they're using a micro camera. It seems like a run cam, but it's not branded. I don't know if it's a clone. It could be. It could not be. It could be just a no-name camera from Run Cam or something. But we're going to have to see later on. I don't see the reason why I'm not taking this apart right now. Usually I would take this apart, but I do not want to mess anything up. And what do I mean? I don't want to mess any of the configuration up because it's a sensitive gyro, and I want to see how it is out of the box for most people. And that is a huge important factor in this quadcopter before I super recommend this guy. Now, so that's the reason why I'm not taking it apart at the current moment of time. But let's take a look at some of the other specs here. It does come with LED and a buzzer, super awesome. You have your SMA port there. It does come, bind and fly, so you can get it with its receiver. However, these I would highly recommend you tape them. The execution is absolutely phenomenally clean. And the motors, I think they're Sunny Sky, by the way. I think Sunny Sky made these because the gap is super tiny, and they are using arc magnets, which is super awesome. That's very good to see here. So let's just show you there. Let's see if we get it to focus real quick. There we go. So you can see that they are arc magnets, and it's super small, and they are 2306 2400 kV. Even though I would have loved the 2207, but a lot of people still think the 2306 are the way to go, but everyone has their own opinion and has their own way of flying and the way they like how the quad flies, I guess. So everyone has their own opinion. However, I truly believe that this could be the ultimate BNF. I mean, components wise, it's using premium stuff, and I think it's possibly even cheaper than if you were to build something of this nature. I don't know yet. I have to go recalculate everything, but overall, it looks premium. It looks like a nice setup, and this is just an overview, and we're going to be doing a hardcore test on this guy with the other quadcopters, and I'll release those all in like one day, everything, the two builds and this guy. and see how well they fly. And I haven't been this excited for a BNF in a while. Usually they've just been lame as hell, but this one's gonna be super cool. So if it flies very good, is another thing. If it flies very good, but for some reason you don't like the performance, then just change out the motors, because you have the best premium components in there possible. And I'm just very curious to see the sensitive gyro, how it's gonna stack up in this, because that is the thing that will make or break this quadcopter. So that's what I'm saying. This could be the best ultimate BNF, because it introduces you to sensitive gyros, however without the headache, or the, you know, if you don't have that much experience and you really want to get into it, and this is just out of the box working, then that'll give you the best experience. And then later on you could try to build one and then, you know, debug it and try to do all that kind of crazy good stuff. But however, I do highly recommend you add some tape to hold these in place, because a branch catches this, it ruins your whole motor, but you're screwed basically. I don't know if you could find these motors just yet, but you'll probably have to buy different motors here. So overall, looks good. Components pretty damn good. Price, I think absolutely phenomenal for such a build. Actually, I've seen shittier stuff for more than 200 bucks. So this has potential. This has really good potential here, and I'm very excited for it. And that's all I could really say, guys. So wait for the flight video, and after the flight video, I'm going to take this apart, test the latency on the camera, check the VTX here, and then take a look at the full board execution in here. And that's it, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the channel. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys have any questions or any suggestions, feel free to let me know. And if you guys like to support the channel, if you guys do like this content, you could throw $1 or $2 a month on Patreon. That goes an absolute long way. Or you could use the links down below. Those really support the channel. And I will see you next time. See you guys. Take care.